So here I am presenting the topic American Depository Receipt. So it's basically are the negotiable securities issued by a bank that represent shares in a non-US company. These can trade in the US both on national exchanges and over the counter market and are listed in US dollars. It generally represents a number of foreign shares to one ADR, and this gives US investors exposure to foreign equities without having to trade on a local exchange in local currency. Investors also can trade ADRs during the US market recession. ADR was devised in the late 1920s. So basically how ADR works. So American Depository Receipts are stocks where investors buy the stocks from US banks that purchase a bulk of shares from a foreign company through a custodian bank in the home country. The US bank then bundles the share and reissues them on the New York Stock Exchange. There are two types of ADRs. First is sponsored and another is unsponsored. So sponsored ADRs usually issued with corporation of company whose stock will underlie the ADR. Sponsored ADR listing on international stock exchange is allowed. Unsponsored ADRs are those who issued by the broker, dealer or depository bank without the involvement of company whose stock underlie ADR. And unsponsored ADRs trade in OTC market, over the counter market. So here are the advantages of ADR. First is from investors point of view. So it helps to invest in foreign companies. It is two ways fungibility. It creates more transparency and stability. And this is from issuers point of view, it broaden and diversify a company's investor base. It enhances company's visibility, status and profile internationally among investors. And depository receipt holders do not have any voting right. So ADR pricing and cost. An ADR may represent the underlying share on a one for one basis, a fraction of a share or a multiple share of underlying company. The depository bank will set the ratio of US ADRs per home country share at a value that they feel will appeal to investors. If the ADR's value is too high, it could discourage some investors. Conversely, if it is too low, investor may think the underlying securities resemble riskier penny stocks. An ADR's price usually parallels those of the company's stock on its home exchange. The real world example of ADRs. So in between 1988 and 2018, there is a German car manufacturer, Volkswagen. AG traded OTC in the US as a sponsored ADR under the ticker VALKE in August 13, 2018. Volkswagen terminated its ADR program. The next day, JP Morgan established an unsponsored ADR for Volkswagen. Now it trading under the ticker VAGE. So investors who held the old VALKE ADRs had the option to cashing out, exchanging the ADRs for actual shares of Volkswagen stock, trading on German exchanges or exchanging them for a new VAGE ADRs. Thank you.